Hello and welcome to another brief demonstration of new features in development for the Eclipse Papyrus-RT project. Today we'll have a look at protocol inheritance. So we've spent a bunch of time looking at structure inheritance in capsules. Protocols are not a thing that we visualize in the diagrams in any particular way, but they do have certain special semantics for an inheritance that we need to account for. So let's start by creating a generalization to a protocol from which we can inherit something. So the first thing we see is that we have some messages inherited from protocol 1. So this thing has a greet message, and we inherit that, and so we can see the little inheritance decorator on that, of course. And in this protocol, we can add other messages, of course. Something like that. That's good. But we also show the inherited messages. Now, we can get rid of that inherited message, which looks like it's deleted, but in fact, because the inherited message in reality still exists, we've just excluded it logically from this protocol. It shows up as an exclusion like so many other elements that we've seen before. And in fact, there's a little filter button here which we can use to get access again to excluded elements, for example, to re-inherit them. Now, of course, re-inheritance has another use case also, where perhaps I want to change the type of this to a regular car. That's fine. And now, of course, it shows up with the redefinition decoration. That's well and good. And there it shows up as a redefined parameter in there. But we can also then re-inherit this thing to restore it to its original state. And then, of course, we no longer see it in the Explorer because it's an inherited element. Now, as we've seen before, I think we can customize the Explorer here to show UML-RT inherited things, and then it shows up, of course. But by default, we don't want to do that. So that is lists of owned elements showing inheritance here in protocols. Now we also have the same for capsules. So they show similarly inherited ports and capsule parts. Connectors are a bit more interesting. That could be a future work item, because the interesting details of connectors are the things that they connect, not so much anything about them particularly. So that is then a rather different looking kind of UI than these things, which we have also in the protocols. So as you might expect, here, for example, we can exclude this element. It disappears from the diagram. And of course, it also disappears from the inherited ports here. We can filter to see it again. And as with anything else, we can undo actions like these, and the UI is updated to reflect that. Always some lovely refresh issues. So there you have a look at the presentation of inherited elements in the properties view, in particular for protocol messages and the structure of capsules. Thank you.